What up, everybody? This is Big Elbow, like always, chilling with those two muchachitos, Averno, Atlantis, and this is my year-end haul. Just gonna show this stuff is a mashup of books that I got from different places over the last couple weeks. So I'll just fill you in as we go to conserve time. So I'm just gonna show this stuff basically in the order in which I got it. So first up, I went to a little show in Clovis, California, about a 40-minute drive from where I live in Tulare, and Tumoa put me up on this one. What's up? Shout out to Tu. I'll miss his YouTube channel. Unfortunately, he's leaving. But I still follow him on Instagram. So, anyways, shout out to him. He told me about the show and he was selling some stuff there. So this is the stuff I got. Let me see. No, wait, scratch that. This is before that show, I went to Heroes Comics in Fresno, and they had 50 cent in their 50 cent bins. This is the stuff I got from there. So don't scratch the shout out to Tu, but this is not the stuff that I got from him. This is the stuff that I got from Heroes Comics in Fresno. This is Brawl number 3 of 3. I picked this up because I've been reading the new Copra series, Copra, whatever it's called, series from Image by Michel Fife, and I've seen it. I'm not really familiar with it, so I just picked it up. This is number 3 of 3 for 50 cents. So I figure there's only 3 issue. I can probably find the other 2. Shouldn't be too hard to hunt them down. I got Aerosmith number 6 for 50 cents. I have 1 through 4, so I just need 5. I figured for 50. I haven't read the first issue yet to even know if I wanted to collect the rest of them, but since I found 1 through 4 all at once for 50 cents each, I said fuck it, I might as well just get the last 2. This is pretty cool right here. Killer Tales by Timothy Truman. Badass cover. I like Timothy Truman, some of his stuff. I like his art. I tried Scout, the first 4 issues, maybe. Couldn't get into it too much. But this is a different, seems to be a different type of thing here. Some short stories and stuff. If anything, it should be worth 50 cents just for the art. And then here's some run filler. I've been working on this run of Atlas. I read the first issue and it got me interested enough to seek out the rest of them. So there's 2 and 3. And speaking of run fillers, that is the last issue of EXO that I needed. I really like this early EXO from the Valiant relaunch stuff with art by Kerry Nord. I'm a big fan of his art, and the comic was I really enjoy the issues in that original run. So I'm happy to close the book on that, and I'm gonna reread those. I picked up this Dr. Fate issue. I saw this on the Instagram. I can't remember I think it was Rafael Navarro, the artist who did Sonambulo. Either that or it was Javier what's his last name? Lopez? The guy that made El Muerto. On one of their Instagrams, they showed off this issue where it's Dr. Fate against some kind of Aztec god. But anyways, it looked pretty cool, so I picked it up for 50 cents. And then Suiciders number 6. I'm getting pretty close to closing. I think I need 2 more issues for that. And Lee Bermeo, I like the art. I enjoyed the issues of Suiciders I read so far, so I'm gonna I'm gonna finish those up, and then probably get the Kings of Hell also. And then so those were all 50-cent books, and then I got this one, Scalped, number 4, volume 4, and that one was $6, so a little bit less than half price. Yeah, a little bit less than half price. And I have 1 through 3, and then I have number 5. So I'm gonna fill that one in, and then decide if I want to move forward with the rest of. I'm collecting Scalped only in trade form, since I have those first 3 volumes, and I did enjoy them, so I probably will continue it. So that's the stuff I got from Heroes. Now this is the stuff that I got in Clovis. At that show that Tumo put me on to. So here we go. I picked this one up for I believe these were dollar books. Evil Earning Revenge, number 1. I picked that up for my son. He likes Evil Ernie stuff, and he has Evil Ernie Revenge. He has the rest of them, so that should complete that story for him. And speaking of completing stories, Punisher POV, Bernie Wrights and Art. I have the other 3 of the 4, so I was glad to get that. Those were dollar books from one vendor. I got these from a different vendor for 50 cents. The Tick, these are like 6 prints or something. I've always wanted to read these. I'm gonna try and get the rest of. I don't care if they're in reprints or not, but I'm gonna try and get the rest of the that first series of the Tick, and then there's number 3. So those should be fun reads. Then I got these for $2 each, and this was a highlight of that little show in Clovis for me. They're all beat up, and I probably paid more than I probably should have for the condition, but they have a great sentimental value to me. This is Brother Man, Dictator of Discipline. Man, that corner's crushed up. That's number 6. And this is number 8. So, at the first comic convention I ever went to, it was at the Ramada Inn in Fresno. And, hold on one second. It was at the Ramada Inn in Fresno. And my brother took me, my big bro, Earn Dog, he took me and my best friend Isaac, and he took us to the convention at the Ramada Inn. And as always, I was more concerned with, 50 cent, 25 cent comics. I wanted to get my money's worth and get a good little stack. My friend Isaac, he bought the number 1 of Brother Man, Dictator of Discipline, and he paid, I think, a little more than cover price. So this is in 1992 or something, 93, 92, somewhere around there. So at that time, $3 for a comic book was quite a bit, especially for some non-Marvel, some shit we never heard of before. But after looking at it and stuff, man, I was jealous, and I've been envious ever since. Never seen a Brother Man comic out in the wild, so when I seen it, I said, fuck it, I'll pay $2. I didn't even try and talk him down. The guy said he has more, so I got some contact info on him. I'm gonna try and get the rest of those issues. But yeah, if you never heard of Brother Man, look it up. There's some YouTube videos about it. The art is really fucking sweet on the inside. Let's see if I can find something in here just to show off real quick. That's the brother man. So yeah, anyways, really happy about that, man. And then these are the books I got from the man himself, Tumoa. He has some good dollar books. X-Men Grand Design. I'm a big fan of the Comics Kayfabe channel. I only have a couple. I don't have much work by Ed Piskor or Jim Rugg. I don't have anything by Jim Rugg. The only thing I have by Piskor is some Hip Hop Family Tree stuff. Anyways, so I'm looking forward to checking this out. Again, I love the Cartoonist Kayfabe channel, so I figure I might as well check it out. Here's Disassembled Chaos Part 3. That's just run filler for me. I'm trying to close out that run of Avengers. And then here is Batman 0 Year Director's Cut. So again, shout out to Tumoa. I'll miss your channel, bro, but I will be following you on Instagram, so see you around, man. And I would say subscribe to his channel if you don't, but he's not going to be doing it anymore. But if you want to check out his old videos, I'd say go check him out. They're all worth watching. So that's that. So then I went from there I went to Reedley? Shit, is it Reedley? Damn, I think it's... Oh man, I don't want to get this wrong. Anyways, it's Gigi's Comics in... I believe it's Reedley. Anyways, if it's not Reedley, I'll fix it in the comments and put it up on there. But it's a really cool shop. I'd never been there before. He had some really good dollar boxes. I wish I could have really looked through everything. I got again Brawl, the Michel Fife and Daniel Haspiel book #1. So I only need #2 of that 3-issue series. I got this Bill the Clown, Death and Clown White. I love fucking Bill the Clown. The other 2 issues that I have, really funny stuff. That's a sweet ass cover too. I got some Richard Corbin goodness, Rip in Time, Bruce Jones, Richard Corbin. I'm just a big fan of his art, so for $1 I said why the hell not. And then this is the shit right here that made it all worth it, especially Demon Blade, World of Young Master. Now I had never heard of this. The cover just caught my eye and I was like, what is this? Why don't I know what this is? It's from New Comics, from Chuck Dixon and Alex Nino. I was not familiar with Alex Nino, but goddamn, I am now. This dude is bad. He's an older Filipino artist that been around a long time, and I'm surprised this is the first time I'm hearing of it. But the art in this book is just crazy, man. It's black and white, but it's fucking beautiful. And I love some samurai stuff too. So yeah, man, Alex Nino. Let's see, another good page to show off here. Look at those blacks, the shadows on that. It's fucking bad, man. So anyways, upon further look, I found that this is actually a preview of Demon Blade. So now I definitely got to get the actual #1 comic. So I'm on the lookout for that now for sure, because this shit is great. I'm really happy to have discovered it. So again, shout out to Gigi's Comics. If you're in the area, check them out. They have an Instagram account, and a really cool guy, the owner, he threw in a extra book with this with at no charge, so that was really cool of him. All right, and then I finally got the chance. I've been wanting to go for years. Speros Heroes. in Canoga Park, Southern California. These are all 50-cent books. And that guy in there, he's really cool. With 50-cent books, I got like 22 of them, and he ended up charging me $10. So a real cool guy. And the shop is awesome, man. They have like 5 rooms. If you never heard of Speros, check them out. You can find them on YouTube. Man, just like 4 rooms full of 50-cent comics, which is right up my alley. So this is closed my run on Mr. Majestic. The first, issues by most of the run is by Ed McGuinness, who I'm a fan of, but I'm also a big fan of Eric Canete, and he did the last like 3 or 4 issues, this being one of them. So yeah, I was happy I got that. 50 cents. I got the Nail, Justice League, the Nail. That's number 2 of 3, so I just need number 1 now, I believe. I only need, either way, regardless, I just need 1 issue. Happy with that for 50 cents. Again, with that early Valiant stuff, this is Unity number 4. I'm only trying to get like the first 5 issues of Unity, and that was the last one I needed. That first story arc. So I closed the book on that. I got to wrap up a lot of runs this time around. Not really sure what this is, but Brian Azzarello I'm a big fan of. Simon Bisley. Those of you who watch my channel, like I always say, nobody beats the Biz. So just on art and Brian Azzarello alone, I picked that up, and it's a number 1, so if I like it, I'll get the rest. Speaking of Brian Azzarello, American Monster number 2 from Aftershock Comics, and number 6. So I think I just need 1 more of those, and I'll have that complete run. I'm not sure if it's any good yet. I haven't read any of it, but Wando is actually pretty big fan of his art, and Brian Azzarello again, big fan. So I figure I can't go wrong there. Now on some more run filler, I got Avengers Forever number 4. I like the Carlos Pacheco art, and Busiek Avengers run is pretty good, so I figured why the hell not. Number 5. Number 8. Number 10. And number 11. All these are pretty sweet covers. So I need only maybe 2 or 3 issues to complete that 12-issue run. Looking forward to reading that. Oops. And some more Marvel stuff. Again, these are all 50 centers. Marvel Knights Ghost Rider, Clayton Crane, Garth Ennis. Number 3 and number 5. So I only need number 6 to have that full series. I picked these up for a friend of mine, my friend Ray. He's actually collecting Midnight Suns, the Midnight Massacre, but with these covers, Il Bill Sienkiewicz, and for 50 cents, I figured why the fuck not, right? I mean, that's a sweet ass cover. Can't beat Il Bill. And then I'm not sure who did this cover. I see the name Tristan on there, but that's a badass cover there too. Guy right there looks kind of like Spawn, but I figure why not, right? 50 cents. And then I did find a Midnight Massacre, Midnight Suns, the Darkhold issue of that miniseries. And then this I got for me. And I generally am not a fan of Marvel, of the 2099 shit. I didn't like it then. I don't really care for it now. But I'm a big fan of Ashley Wood. And he did the last, like 15 issues of that. So the art is just pretty sick on there. So that's Ghost Rider 2099, number 18. I'm trying to find the rest of those, but I don't think it's going to be too easy. Especially now Ghost Rider's hot. And they're bringing back that 2099 shit for whatever reason. And then these I got from my big bro Erndog. He whatchamacallit, he read a Dark Tower Stephen King book, and he thought it was pretty cool, so I figured I'd hook him up with some of the comics. I already have a couple, so these are the only ones I needed to have the whole 7 issues. So there's 3, there's 4, there's 5, 6, and 7. All with that sweet ass Jay Lee art. And that was it, man. That was it for Speros. I'm definitely gonna go back whenever I get a chance, and I could probably spend a whole fucking day there, man. It was crazy how much stuff they had in there. And then last, and also probably least, I'm just gonna show these because I was really happy to find them. So I found out about the Karate Kid series from IDW, the Johnny Story. I saw it in preview in the pre-orders at number 2, so I missed out on number 1. So I was at his place in San Luis Obispo called Captain Nemo's, and in their free stuff they had a bunch of books that had no covers. I don't know what happened to the covers, but I was like just looking to try and figure out what they are. I got lucky enough to find number 1, the issue that I missed in pre-order, and that was free. So until I can find a cheap copy with a cover on it, I can read the story, no problem. And then along with that, so in the pre-orders when this came out, Chrononauts number 1, the whole 4-issue series came out at once, and I'm on a budget, you know, I couldn't get all 4 of them. So I picked up issue number 1 and the last issue. So I figured those are going to be the ones that will probably go up in price, if they do go up in price at all. So I got those, and I figure I'll get the other issues, you know, when I get a chance later on. So anyways, that wasn't in there, but a free issue of the free books had issue number 2 without a cover. So I just need number 3 now. At some point I'll probably get number 2 with a cover on it, but for now I can read the story, and that's pretty cool, man. I mean, they just happen to have those issues in you know, without the covers for free. Worked out great for me. And that's it, man. So just want to wish everyone Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy New Year. Be safe out there, enjoy yourself. And that's it for me for this year. Looking forward to making more videos next year. As far as that COPPA shit, fuck it, man. I don't know. I'm just gonna see what happens. Take my chances. I don't think they're gonna mess with me. I got a small channel. I don't got that many followers anyways. Hopefully all that shit gets worked out, man, because it sounds like some bullshit. So hopefully everything gets worked out and everyone that's making their exits can come back. But yeah, that does it for me. Again, everyone, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy New Year. I'm out of here. And like I always say, get off of YouTube, go read some fucking comics.